Hey everybody, we're out here again at the CB1100. We're going to be seeing how this bike can handle the Twisties. What's the clearance like? Well, spoiler alert, I've had this out in the Twisties already, and I think the exhaust got a little bit too low, so we're going to have to hang off the bike a little bit extra this evening. Yes, so let's get to it and check it out. We'll see you guys out there. Sure that you guys are wearing full gear when you're out here whenever you can. Maybe you don't need gloves this technical and stuff, but I don't know if you can see the gear here. I got leather SPIDI pants on. I got a SPIDI jacket. It's armored. I don't have my airbag vest, but I do own an airbag vest. I probably should wear that more. It's just kind of big and bulky, but I really should wear it more. And I got a good deal with all this gear. I think it came from MotoStorm over in Italy. Yes, it did. So I can put a link to them in my description. If you want to order from them, they import everywhere to the US, and it's a pretty good deal. And anywhere else in the world, as far as I know. All right, let's get rocking. We are out on the CB1100 once again. This is a 2013 model, and we're going to hit some Twisties up here. We're going to see how this machine performs in the Twisties. So this isn't the Twisties yet. We're just getting there. This is a really nice new piece of road here that was just dropped last year, so it's real smooth. But we're getting up to an area where you go up the ridge in one direction and come down the other. We're going to hit that on this guy and see how that goes. Staying safe too, though. I'll probably be using some extra body position because like I said in my last video, I did scrape the exhaust in this a little bit last time I hit these Twisties, so I'm probably going to have to use a little more body position to give us the clearance that we need for some of those back roads. And we're not going to go too nuts or anything. I don't want to this is a really super clean bike and it's never been down, so I'm going to try my absolute best to keep it that way, if you know what I mean. So, looks like nobody's coming. Get on the highway, give her a crank. She's pretty quick. I was 60 already. And she does it, it's not just quick, it's smooth when it's quick, right? So you're cranking it like that, but it's like I mentioned in the last video, it's almost like riding that BMW that I had. It's like you crank it, but you can't even tell you're doing 60, 70 miles an hour before you even realize it, because it just gets there in such an incredibly smooth way. All right, we're coming up to the turn here into this back road twisty section. And I'm mentioning it again, I'm so used to having a shift indicator, and now when I don't have one, it's so weird to me. But I'm getting used to it. Alright, this is the beginning of the real twisty area back here in the back roads of Wisconsin. We're going to watch out for deer though too, because it's kind of that time of the day. So we are going to be looking out for that as we hit these. So blind corners and such, or you know, blind crests like this one, you want to make sure that you're not going too nuts over them in case there's a crouching tiger, hidden deer on the other side, right? Road hazards. Whoop, missed him. Okay. It's a pretty cool area up here. I think I've cammed this a couple times before on my channel. Whoa, man. I think this thing gets up and goes. This is probably like third gear here, I think I'm in. Alright, I'm not sure how much talking there's going to be in this video, because I'm going to have to try to concentrate here. Keep my wits about me. I think right around here is where we scraped last time, but we were going the other direction. Yeah, we were going the other direction with the camber there, so that's why we scraped last time, because the exhaust is on the right side of this bike, and we were coming out to the right up there. Pretty heavy decline in this section. If this road is ever resurfaced one day, I will be a happy, happy man, because that is a really cool section back there, but the road doesn't really allow you to go too nuts, just because there's so many road imperfections. But man, if that is ever resurfaced, that is going to be a dangerous piece of road back there. At least for me. Get on the brakes. Looks like I got on the brakes a little bit too soon there. I'm trying to be extra cautious with this bike. All right. Such a smooth transmission when you go to shift. I mean, using the clutch lever is not even necessary. When you roll off, I mean, some bikes are kind of clunky when you roll off, you know, but not this bike. You roll off and it just slides right into the next gear that you want. Oh, junk on the road. Looks like some patch. Get that crap off the tires. I want that junk on there, man. Lots of ridges and stuff around this area. You can kind of feel it, like, I don't know how to describe it. You kind of feel the rear end when you're going around some of those corners and you're pushing a little bit. You can almost feel like the rear end kind of step out, maybe? I don't know, step out's the right word. It's probably just the rake and trail on this, to be honest with you. Where, you know, the rear end's kind of just like following your front tire a bit. One big rock in the middle of the road. I think we're gonna hit this. We're gonna, oh, deer daddies. Whoop, brakes, brakes, brakes. What's up, deer daddies? Some deer action. Okay, we'll take a left here. We're going to go up the other side of the ridge here. That guy's probably like, why is that guy wearing full leathers in that classic looking 70s thing? I basically always wear my leathers, just in case. When you've been down a couple times, you find out the importance of gear, right? I would not want to go down without any elbow, shoulder protection or knee protection, because I've done that, and my knee was very unhappy afterwards. Alright, now we're going up the ridge. I believe we're in third again here. This road is generally, this piece of road up here is generally better than the last section, at least it has been in the past. For as far as road condition, I mean, a little better taken care of, or maybe a little newer, is probably what's going on. Just being careful up here, just in case any more deer decide to show their deer faces. And if you come up to a turn and you're going too fast like that, rather than getting a bunch of adrenaline, just get on the brakes progressively like this, and then get her leaned over and look through the turn like this, right? You're looking, there. You're looking through. Don't look at what you're scared of, because then you're gonna go towards it. Made that mistake early in riding. There's a big cliff, and I got all freaked out because I was going a little too fast, and then I remembered, look through the turn. Look. Look and lean. Look, push and lean, right? Don't be looking at the trees and junk and then freaking yourself out. You have a real bad day. Because that has almost happened to me. Alright, we're going to take a left up here. Feels like with this guy, you need to push the clutch in a little bit further than you normally would in order to get the downshifts in. Maybe I need to just adjust the lever over here, but I guess I'm used to that. Once again, I'm used to the MT7 that I've been riding a lot. That is completely blinding me with that sun, so I'm gonna have to slow down. So I was aimed right up into the sun here in this ridge. Yeah, that is just really hard to see. Be careful here. Careful of oncoming traffic when you got that kind of sun in your face. That could be real bad news. Gonna have to go down a gear here. Alright. Yeah, the road surface here is not fantastic. We got it. We got it, you guys. We got it. Alright, sometimes they put like new gravel on this, so I'm going to check and see if this is like loose or if it's good. Feels like it's pretty good. Just want to be careful here because I know one area back there they had dropped some new what do you call it? It's like crushed gravel, or crushed what's the right word? Like crushed asphalt, that's the right word. They dropped some crushed asphalt on the other side of this road. Like I was back there like a week ago. That got pretty hairy. You basically can't lean on that, or at least I didn't want to. Because, and that was actually, it was crushed, it was crushed blacktop in the exact same spot, like when I was first riding, where I got freaked out because there's like a ridge on the other side, and that's where the that's where the crushed blacktop was. So that was a real interesting time. I just took it slow and got around that corner fine, but that was a bit unnerving, to say the least. It's a beautiful night out here, though, in Wisconsin. Probably about 65 degrees or so, I would say. We got to stop coming up right after this ridge. So when you see signs like that says stop ahead, don't assume that the stop is like really far away, because see here it is right here at the top of this ridge. So if I would have been hammering it, that would have been a pretty interesting time. Now I'm going to stop completely because I can't see because of the sun. No, there's nobody there. All right. Got some cows watching us ride by. So that was the pretty big twisty section back there. I hit it a lot more moderately than I thought I was going to. I just don't have a lot of confidence in these tires for some reason. I don't think it's the bike. I think these tires are just maybe not great on the twisties. And they got plenty of tread. They're not, they got some age to them. As far as I can tell, I think they are a few years old, but they should be warmed up and everything by now. I think it's just the type of tire that it is. I'll have to maybe take a picture of it or put it down in the comments what kind of tire these are. I don't remember right now what's on here. I think they're Dunlops, but that doesn't really matter because the type of tire, not just the brand, matters, of course. If it's meant for, you know, cruising, or if it's meant for sport. I'm pretty sure these are like cruising tires on this, or distance tires, so the compound's harder. At least the compound feels a lot harder than what I've got on my MT7 and Speed Triple. So pushing it, especially with those road hazards, like we hit that, what was that stuff that we hit back there? There was like some gravel around that one corner. And I could feel the bike lose grip there for a second, and like lost traction, and you can just tell when it starts to like step out a little bit, but there wasn't enough gravel there to actually eat it, which is good. There's a red fox running across the road right there. You don't see those every day around here. But yeah, I think the tires are, well, part of it is because I just didn't want to push it with this bike, because I'm not very well versed with this motorcycle yet, because I only had it for, you know, a couple weeks, something like that, maybe 3 weeks. but I haven't had a lot of practice on it, so I'm taking it easy. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I think the tires, if you're going to be aggressive on this, you would need to put some type of tire on it that would lend itself to it, just because the stickiness is needs to be there. But something else I didn't mention in my pro and con video is this bike, the weight of it, it's very like, it's not top heavy, it's very like, it feels very light for what it actually says in the spec sheet, because the spec sheet says it's 550 pounds, right? But it does not feel like that at all when you're on this bike. It's quite light, actually. Very surprising for me. I was expecting it to feel kind of like a, you know, 500, 600 pound cruiser, and it does not. It does not feel like that at all. So if you go to test one of these, just check that out and feel it when it's on like the stand. I'll show you the ergos here when we come to the stop sign, then we'll probably have to end the video. I might have some like B-roll of a little back road, some more Twisties riding on the way out here, because I got another spot of Twisties to hit on the way back here. There ain't nobody here. So here's kind of the ergos here. Right, there's the left, there's the right if you can see it. And pretty comfortable ergos. Not exactly rear sets at all. The seat does support you pretty well, when you're, at least in my opinion. Got a trailer backing out here. When you're hitting those twisties back there, the seat was pretty supportive. I didn't feel like I was going to slide off the seat or anything. And I got leathers on too, so it's leather on leather, you know. I'm not sure how this would be in jeans. I actually don't think I've ridden this in jeans. Lots of cows out here. All right. We'll get up to this next twisty section up here. We'll hit a few of those. I don't want this video to get too long. I think we're probably somewhere around 15-20 minutes or so. Oh, baby! Woo! Oh, man. This thing will get up and go. This thing will definitely get up and go for you. Pretty confidence inspiring too, as far as like when you're coming up to a turn, it doesn't feel like you're going, like some bikes you feel like, oh crap, I'm going too fast for this turn. But with this bike you can kind of, I don't know how to describe it, it kind of like gives you confidence to take the turn quicker than you would on other bikes, and not in like a dangerous way. It just kind of, you kind of come up to the turn, you're like, yeah, you know, this feels good, this is about the right speed. Whereas some other bikes I've been on, it's kind of like I don't know, come to a turn and maybe it's the brakes or maybe it's just the, I'm not sure what it is. I guess it's hard for me to relate the feeling, but you kind of get like slightly freaked out sometimes when you're going a little too fast, like I was talking about earlier. But this one is like, okay, I'm doing like 50 here, right? And it's like, feels fine. And I know this could be taken much quicker by a more aggressive rider, but it's not like, oh, MT7, I take that corner quicker than that too. But it's not, it's smooth, and it kind of just lets you know that, hey, this is, you know, we can handle this, it's fine. Might be due to the weight and the plantedness of the bike because of the weight. Could be that factor as well. A little bit of a blind corner here. Don't want to scrape that exhaust, man. But you know, let's do some conclusions on this after we've been, we're kind of getting out of the twisties here in a minute, so at least the back roads, I mean, the twisty section is basically done back there, at least the hardcore stuff, you know. So, can it be sporty? Yeah, I think I do like how you can get a bit sporty in the back roads with this, and then you can like just, you know, kick it up a gear here and just kind of cruise, and it's comfortable for this as well. You're not like, it's not such a specialized tool where you're hitting those back roads, you're aggressive, and then you get on like a straight road and it's just like uncomfortable and boring, and it just wants to be doing the sport thing and it doesn't want to cruise. This can really do both, so I do enjoy that about it. And it's pretty happy. It's especially happy just cruising like this, but it can do the, so can the CB1100 do twisty stuff? I would say yes. I would say it can. Is it, you can tell when you're doing it, it's not like purpose built for it. I mean, unless you don't know anything else, you don't know any better, but if you've ridden other stuff, like Street Triple, Speed Triple, MT7, like, you can tell stuff that was purpose built for it, you know. But this does good. It can do twisties, and I enjoy it. It's good. So we better let you guys go because this is getting long. But once again, appreciate you guys. If you enjoyed this content, feel free to like and subscribe, and leave a comment below with any thoughts or other suggestions you might have for other videos for me. But I appreciate you guys, and I hope everybody's doing well. Thanks for joining me again on the CB1100 here, and we got some more other content coming out soon, trying to do every Monday with Moto Mondays. So we will see you guys in the next one. Bye, everybody.